What? Oh, that joke is so lovely. That was the debate when I got into radio, when I got hired over at HIO. What was my on-air name going to be? That was the debate for a long time to call me the missing link. And then it ended up being Lincoln Hayes until a whole bunch of people got really mad because I'm white. Anybody know the significance, Lincoln Hayes? Anybody watch the Mod Squad at all? It was a really big show in the late 70s, early 80s. And Link Hayes was black. So they were like, oh, oops. Like, I told you that like 4 fucking times. Huh? Right, exactly. Yeah. All right, so this is a holiday tradition. I always like pulling this poem out at this time of year. This is my Christmas song lecture. You know, every professor looks for that one piece, that one element they can pull out of their back pocket at any time when they're too tired, too hungover, or still too drunk to accurately bring a solid performance in the classroom. During December's, here's my offering. It's an analyzation of popular Christmas songs. According to the Huffington Post, a Christmas song is a complex organism. At their best, our classic Yuletide anthems always seem to find that impossible balance between timelessness and nostalgia, tapping into a greater collective memory of warm and fuzzy feeling. Unfortunately, on the flip side, Christmas has also inspired more silly, grating novelty songs than any other 364 days of the year combined. So we're left with the annual wintertime conundrum. Can we continue listening to and loving a genre of music that consists largely of bubblegum, Biebers, and grandmas getting run over by reindeers? The answer is yes, of course. Always yes. And it's not just because we've forgiven Paul McCartney for Wonderful Christmas Time. We haven't. The truth is, no matter how many hokey Christmas songs send you racing for shopping mall exits, there will always be those pristine, unmistakable, permanently enjoyable classics that keep you coming back and feeling the spirit all over again. Also, note the nomenclature. I'm saying Christmas. And that's not defiance act against political correctness, because no matter the thoughts or the efforts, we celebrate Christmas primarily in this country. How many Hanukkah songs have you heard on the radio outside of Adam Sandler? Have you ever heard mentions of Kwanzaa on the radio? Ever? See, most of us, this is mostly my problem with Christmas music, is the complete lack of variety that comes from it. Yes, you can make the argument that most postmodern music, by definition anything from the 1950s until today, is completely lacking in complete variety because of the overplayed aspect. However, that's my argument here. However, it was flawed from the beginning due to the nature of the music. It doesn't matter who or when the song was recorded, it's still the same damn song. It's still the same flawed logic. Let's start off with the aforementioned Mr. McCartney, one of the men responsible for some of the most influential and powerfully written music since the Hallelujah Chorus, gives us one of the most horrible earwigs ever. A song so over-synthesized that lesser-coded MP3 files actually make it sound better. No, I have not forgiven and I will not forget Wonderful Christmas Time. Nor can I forgive McCartney's writing partner Lennon for Happy Xmas. A song so full of Christmas cheer, it's known for its introspective power that people are driven to those outrageously cheap bottles of high-octane eggnog. Speaking of which, do we have any eggnog back there? To escape thinking of their own shortcomings. Of course, the real solution would be to get off your ass and actually do something. So in the interest of time, let's take a look at the current top 10. And the sad thing is I've been doing this poem for 8-9 years now, and it's still the top 10 Christmas songs. Isn't that lovely? Yes. Let's take a look at the current top 10 Christmas music and see if we can spot the flaws. By the way, if anyone get my picture for YouTube, I'd be greatly appreciated. Number 10, Santa Baby. I'm not saying she a gold digger. But apparently she ain't messing. Oh, wait. You get the idea. Number 9, Sleigh Ride. Those of you who are band geeks know the pain I'm talking about. A standard played by every orchestra, band, music group ever. An hugely overly technical song to play, and even worse, when you try to add words to the damn thing. However, try not to bounce in your seat as if you were on that sleigh. Wait a minute. How many of you have actually ever ridden a fucking sleigh? Shut up, Andy. Number 8, Winter Wonderland. This song embodies every fear of commitment ever to raise its ugly head. We're going to build a snowman, then pretend he's a parson desperate to marry someone, and then we'll say no. Why were you pretending in the first place? Were you just trying to gauge each other's true interests, which leads us into the next song, Baby, It's Cold Outside. No. She says no 7 fucking times in the song. But baby, I'll rape you here. I don't care. You look at the historical significance. The song was written for a movie where a white woman falls in love with a Latino man, Ricardo Montalban, and is afraid to take him home because she thinks her father will kill the both of them for dating interracially. No. Every time, skip the song. It's a horrible song. Number 6, Feliz Navidad. The only song in Spanish most gringos can actually sing. However, the first verse is in English or in Spanish. Everything else is in English. Number 5, and yes, it is number 5. All I Want for Christmas Is You. Very few males and females often listen to this song and not think of the picture of Mariah Carey on the cover. Also, very few individuals would actually be satiated with just having their significant other for Christmas and nothing else, except for those maybe in the long-distance scenarios. But did you know that's actually the most profitable Christmas song ever? She wrote that. I was like, holy shit, she did. That's crazy. Number 4, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You ever notice that the reindeer didn't accept Rudolph until they were forced to by Santa? No one ever talks about the next day when no one would play with Rudolph again. That's why in every subsequent special Rudolph is in, and there's 7 of them, he's never in the North Pole. Never again is he in the North Pole. Watch that shit. Number 13, 12 Days of Christmas. If you're not drunk by the 5th days of Christmas, you're probably taking 5 good bong hits. Ba-dum-bum-bum. The only over-repetitive nature of this song is only matched by Paul McCartney. Number 2, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. All right, let's figure this one out. You let a drunk grandmother stumble out of the house by her fucking self. Also, I've never known a person of that age to forget their medication ever. They have all of them, all of theirs, all their significant others, every bottle of Advil they had in their house, all the Tylenol, and the ribbon candy. For most of the thing, it's the only thing in their purse. And the number 1 Christmas song is White Christmas, You Racist Bastards. So folks, I'll wrap this lecture up by saying the simple fact, turn off the station that plays nothing but Christmas music from October on. And if you feel the need, just throw the soundtrack to Charlie Brown Christmas on.
All right, so as many